Hi, this is Helen from Do Yoga With Me, and in this class we're going to work mostly from a seated position or staying down on the mat into our shoulders, arms, and wrists. And you'll need a bolster or the equivalent. We'll put a link below on how you can make your own bolster, and also a strap. So get your props and we'll get going. Starting in a nice, tall, comfortable seat, sit up on top of your bolster and then slide right to the edge. And just give your thighs a little rub. Slide your hands out over your knees. Close your eyes. We'll just take a few breaths here, just settling in. Might feel nice to sigh. Lengthen through the waist, lengthen through the spine. If you have anything sort of rolling around in your mind that is outside of this practice, just let it go. And take one more breath. Sigh it out. Gently flutter open your eyes. You can keep your left hand on your leg to begin, and inhale, sweep the right arm up and take that hand to the left side of your head or perhaps to your ear, and then gently draw the right ear down toward the shoulder. So this is very gentle. If you let go, your head wouldn't snap back. And just breathing here, getting a little length in the neck and the shoulder. And if you'd like a little more, you can take that left hand, reaching the fingers down toward the earth. You might even walk them out a little bit. Make sure you're breathing that ujjayi breath, that ocean breath. For one more here. Big sigh. Draw the belly button in. Gently release your head. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the arm up nice and long. And exhale, release your hands down onto your legs. Lift your shoulders. Wrap them back. Do one more like this. Wrap them back. Keep the right hand on the leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over. Catch the right side of the head. Gently draw that ear down, left ear to left shoulder. And breathe here with that option of releasing the fingers to the earth or exploring walking that hand out a little bit to the right. And if it's comfortable to do so, let your eyes drift closed. Inviting that breath wherever it is that you need it here. For one more. Exhale, belly draws in. Gently release the head. Inhale, come back to center. Reach nice and long. Exhale, bring the hands to the legs. We'll lift the shoulders. Wrap them back. One more like this. Wrap them back. Belly button lightly draws in as you drop your chin down to your chest. Just getting into the back of the neck. Breathing here. And this might be plenty, especially if you're practicing early. When I'm practicing early in the morning, just chin to chest is plenty for stretching out back here. If you want a little more, clasp the fingers, cup the back of the head, and gently let the elbows drop without pulling. Each inhale, inviting space. Each exhale, releasing tension. For one more breath. Sigh. Slowly release the head. Place the hands down. Inhale, lift up. And give the shoulders a little roll. And then stay seated on your block. Extend your legs out wide. And then if you're not on the edge of the block already, slide forward. And then palms facing up. And then turn your palms to the front of the room and bring your fingertips down to the earth. So getting into the hands and the wrists here. And you can try moving the hands more close or further away, and just see what works best for you. And breathe here. And if the earth feels far, you can put your hands up on blocks. Take a deep inhale. Big sigh. Belly draws in. Inhale, slowly come back up. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Circle. Switch direction. And then extend the arms out, palms face down. Drop the hands, so the tops of the hands face the front of the room. And slowly come forward, the tops of your hands coming onto the mat. And notice if your elbows want to fall out. Keep the arms long. And then reach the tops of the wrists down toward the earth. It doesn't matter if it touches down or not. Just breathe here. Each exhale, inviting you to relax a little more. Take one more breath like this. Big sigh. Inhale, slowly come back up. Give the wrists a little circle. Switch directions. And then you can lean back into your prop. Bring your legs together and slide down off the prop. And then you can shift it out alongside you and sweep your legs back, coming up onto hands and knees. Shoulders over wrists, spread the fingers wide. We'll take a few cat-cow breaths here. You can tuck or untuck the toes. On your inhale, belly drops, chin lifts. Exhale, press the earth, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops, chin lifts. Exhale, press the earth and round, drop the chin to the chest. A couple more like this. Leading with the breath and then the tailbone. Head and neck are the last things to move. Take one more cycle. And exhale to round. Inhale, come back to a flat back. Keep the belly drawing in. Tuck your toes and keep your hips in line with your knees. So your hips don't move, they stay in line with the knees. And then just a gentle tilt of the tailbone, the sit bones up toward the sky. So a little tilt up of your butt. Keep the belly drawing in here, keep the toes tucked, and all you're gonna do is walk your hands forward. Keep that butt tilting up to the sky. And as you walk the hands forward, you begin to melt the heart down to the earth. And it might touch down, it might not, that's fine. And then you might bring your forehead or your chin. Puppy dog pose. Getting into the shoulders here. And if it feels really tight and you need some space, take your hands wider. Take a deep inhale. Big sigh. And slowly come on back up. Big toes touch, knees wide. Child's pose. And this time take your one arm on top of the other so you give the shoulders a little rest. Rest the head. Take one more breath. Side out. Belly draws in. Extend your arms. Inhale, slowly come back up to hands and knees. Bring the knees back in, hip width distance, and tuck the toes under. Keep the belly drawing in, keep the toes tucked under, and bring yourself to sit on your heels. So if this is not comfortable for you, especially if your knees aren't happy, just sit on your butt, sit on your prop, no problem. Otherwise, we're gonna open up the feet while we open up the shoulders a little bit more. So as you sit on your heels here, belly draws in, find your breath, and then extend the arms out in front. Take the right elbow under left and spin your hands. We're working into eagle arms, and you might be like me because of my chest and the size of my arms. I have space in between, but your hands might slide all the way together. Or if this feels like too much, just catch your shoulders in a big hug. So taking a few breaths here, you might lift the elbows. If you are on your knees, try bringing the weight back a little more so you're opening up the feet a little more. Breathing fully. You might close your eyes. Take one more breath. Big sigh. Unwrap the arms, sweep them up. And release. Give them a little shake out. And if you're on your knees, come forward. If you're sitting on your butt, stay right there. If you're on your knees, come forward, untuck, and just tap out the tops of the feet. Might feel nice to flutter. Just letting go. And then with the toes untucked, sitting now on the tops of the feet. So we're opening up the tops of the feet and the ankles. Again, mindful of the knees. Settling in here. Extend the arms out. This time, left elbow under right. Spin your hands. And your eagle arms might be different on this side, or you might do that big hug. And then a gentle lift of the elbows. Take one more inhale, sigh it out, unwrap, sweep the arms, and release. Give your shoulders a little roll. So if you're sitting on your butt, stay right there. If you're on your knees, you'll come back onto your butt. So you can put that bolster back, come around. And this time, if it feels okay for you, bring the soles of the feet together. Knees wide. So we're getting into our hips a little bit here too. And then from here, take your strap, place it in your right hand, and bring that hand up and over so the palm comes between the shoulders. Take the left hand back, and you're going to catch the other side of the strap, and then walk your hands towards one another. Lift that right elbow up to the sky, and gently lift the heart. Close your eyes, take a few breaths. So getting into the shoulders here and also getting a little bit into the hips. Take one more breath. Big sigh. Slowly release. Give your shoulders a little bit of movement. And then switch hands. Take that strap over to the left hand. Bring it up and over. That palm works between the shoulder blades. Right hand back. Walk your hands towards one another. Lift that left elbow to the sky. Lift the heart. Close your eyes. Relax the jaw, relax the forehead. Take a deep inhale, big sigh, slowly release. You can take your strap off to the side. Take your hands under your knees, draw your legs together, extend them out. Just give them a little shake out. Draw the toes towards you, make sure your knees aren't locked. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward. And as I start to come forward, my belly gets in the way right away. So I'm going to lift it up, draw it forward, and then just settle in for a few breaths. And try keeping your back long for this one. Take a deep inhale, big sigh, belly button draws in. Inhale, walk your hands towards you, sit up tall. And then come back to cross legs. So we're gonna take our Shavasana sitting today. in a little seated meditation. If you prefer to lie back, by all means, feel free to lie back and relax. Otherwise, sitting up tall, just gonna move the shoulders a little bit and give yourself one more little hug. Take a deep inhale, big sigh, palms down on the knees, close your eyes, and just breathe here. Deep inhale, sigh it out. Take one more. Big sigh. Draw your hands to heart center, thumbs into your chest. Bow your head down. Just take a moment to thank yourself for showing up, for doing your practice today. And as always, thank your beautiful, amazing, incredible body for carrying you through this class. We'll seal our practice with one Om, deep inhale, big sigh, inhale to Om. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for being here. Namaste.